So this is a trading journal where we can study a lot of best practices because this trader is on a very good path. His trading journal looks really good, but we're going to still dig into it and see how we can improve it and how we can give the trader some tips on going forward. But for everyone else, I think this will be a very interesting video just to see how a profitable trader is using Edgewonk to its fullest potential.
The equity graph looks really good. The win rate, the average P&L, everything looks very, very promising for this trader. He's making money, obviously, but that doesn't mean that there's nowhere to improve.
Yep. Yeah. He's a day trader. He holds his trades around 50 minutes, 250, 15 trades, 7 trades per day he's getting. He's trading a bunch of setups. We can see a little bit that he has some issues here with breaking trades or taking random trades. That's definitely something that a trader needs to be aware of. It's costing him quite a bit. That would change his performance, a lot.
I mean, great that he's aware that he's doing this. Then if you can't break the habit by yourself, even though your journal is telling you that you should not be doing this, then maybe it's time to look for a performance coach. But it's good that you are aware of it in the first place.
Yeah. One thing that we stumbled upon, like so many times, for day traders, this is a picture that we will see really a lot. I would say most of the day traders that we analyze have a performance by time graph that looks like this. If you are a day trader, pull up your performance by time, go to hour of the day, and see if this looks like if it looks like this. And what we see here is the bunch of the most of the performance is made around the open and then 3 to 4 hours after the open. And after that, there's no more edge. We can see it after 11 a.m. He's losing, and whatever happens here is probably just then, not even break even, more losing when we take in everything. So it's fascinating to see this. I hope a lot of traders are not aware of this. And with those videos, I hope we can bring a lot more awareness to this because it shows that you don't need to trade a lot and you should really limit your trading times.
Yeah, I saw this interview the other day by a guy who was a risk manager on a prop trading floor, like a real brick and mortar prop firm. And he said that most of his traders, he would tell them to stop trading after 4 hours, the latest, because the longer you sit in front of your computer, the higher the chance you're really going to do something really stupid. And that is the first problem. The second problem is then typically that, around the open, there's the most volatility. But in this trader's case, if we look at his behavior, it seems like in the afternoon he's definitely making more mistakes. So maybe not necessarily his edge disappears, but he might either be in revenge mode from the morning, or he's simply losing focus, control, patience, everything. Decision fatigue, lots of reasons why your performance deteriorates in the afternoon. So trade the first 3 to 4 hours and use the afternoon for your after action review, get a clear head, become a better trader, do your journaling, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, I just filtered, as you can see here, for the setups that we found are underperforming. And he does have a trade at 9, 2 trades at 10, but then after that, it picks up, and that's where he makes most of his mistakes. As you said, very interesting to see that here once again. Yeah. So after 11 a.m., do your journaling and then enjoy life. That's why a lot of traders come to trading in the first place. But I think in real life, it's harder than to force yourself to stop working after 4 hours. His risk management looks very good. That's what you want to see: a cluster around the center, almost a perfect normal distribution, no outliers on the left. He's making very good use of his custom statistics. He has custom stats for a lot of different things that are strategy specific as well. We could not find any outliers here really. What we were wondering is he is tracking a lot of different stop placements. So here he has 10 different ways how to place a stop loss. I think the same is true for target types. He has a lot of different ways how he picks his targets. And this is, I think, where a profitable trader will be able to find some ways to improve his trading. The excellent analysis graph also shows that there might be a little bit more potential here because his winning trade on average moves way beyond the take profit. So for that, we have the alternative strategies. So instead of having 10 different stop and target approaches, you could just test it out. You add an alternative strategy, you select one of the setups that you are trading, Edgewonk pulls in automatically all of the trades, and then you go through your charts and your trades one by one. You can see them here. And then you ask yourself, what do you want to test here? You can create a few different alternative strategies for different target approaches, and then just test out what would the alternative outcome be with a different target or stop approach. I think that way he can spend the time that he is then has more by trading less. And that's a very, very good way to spend the time in the alternative strategies.
Yes, definitely. Much better use of his time.
Yeah. So based on what we see in the custom stats, do you think stop and target testing would be probably something that the trader could probably benefit? There's a lot of different trade management styles as well, it looks like.
For sure, yeah. I mean, this trader's profit factor, while he's profitable, it's not the strongest. Typically, you want to see a profit factor above 1.5 roughly to have like a really robust strategy. In my opinion, if you test around a little bit with your trade management, your stop loss, take profit placements, you can get your win rate up to 45, 50% while not sacrificing the risk reward. And that will get your profit factor above 1.5, which will then in return reduce your drawdowns, make everything a bit smoother and more comfortable. And that is always good in trading.
We haven't talked to this trader about the custom stats and his trading in particular. By the way, it looks like he's just having a lot of different things that he's currently doing, and streamlining could probably also help the trader a little bit. Although he's doing quite well, obviously here, his return is going into the absolute right direction. But yeah, if you're looking for ways to improve, alternative strategies would definitely be one thing that the trader could benefit from. Other than that, what do you think this trader could do differently?
I mean, it's mostly really about at this point, once you start making money, it's obviously just about keep doing what you're doing. But as I always say, once you are profitable, you can definitely look into dynamic position sizing, take the setups with the highest win rate to bet a little bit more money on those, for example. That can really make a huge improvement for you at the end of the year to your bottom line. And then play around with your stop loss, take profit, trade management approaches. That makes a huge difference as well. And yeah, just reduce your trading times a bit and add that time to your studying, and you will see definitely an improvement in your overall performance.
Yeah, I think overall it's a beautiful journal. Shows
Yes.
it's a very good case study here, and that's really it. We're always happy to see those trade-offs traders, but also other journals are always interesting. Yeah, you can learn from every journal pretty much what to do, what not to do, and how to improve your own journal as well. So we always appreciate when traders send in their journals for a review, and we hope that this also has some benefits for everyone watching.
One closing word I want to say is we can always see a correlation between how well a journal is maintained and the equity curve. It's really interesting. The more organized the trader seems, just through organization of his trade comments, his screenshots. This trader also has very good annotations on his trade screenshots, for example. Um, the higher the chance that his equity curve is going to the top right. So trading is also a big organizational problem to solve.
Yeah, it's all about the process.
Yes.